What is up, people? Back for another Beyond Earth video. It is Wednesday. The guide for basic stuff in the Transcendence victory is almost done. Hopefully we'll win that, but right now we're going to focus on setting up for the next couple of months. I have done two videos, one for ICS and one for a Supremacy One City Challenge victory. So today we're going to cover one of the two victories we have left, and that is Domination. Now, Domination is very, very simple. Kill everyone else, essentially. It's not quite that simple, though. Actually, to win Domination, all you need to do, as it says in here, is be the last city with your own capital. So if everyone else takes everyone else's capital and you still have yours, you win. Nice and easy. But you don't want that. You want to see blood and gore and death and, you know, suffering and that type of shit. So, we're going to do a Domination victory, but I want to make it unique. Most of my other videos will have land war in them, so this video for you guys, despite how much I hate it, I am going to do an ocean war video. We're going to focus on ocean stuff, because for those of you who want to see ocean videos, there's not going to be a lot of them in the world, so I'm going to do that. We're going to do Vostok and Quick, and again we're going to do a standard map, because that just, not that it's any different to do massive, but it's just a quicker game if we do standard. There's less to kill. It's not on as grand of a scale, but, you know, whatever. So, honestly, for a pure Domination victory, ARC is nice for the covert operations, but the one I'm going to pick is Brasilia for that 10% melee combat bonus. Just seems like the best one to pick. Because we're doing Domination, there's a couple I could justify. I could justify Science, I could justify Production. I'm going to pick Aristocrats, because we're going to have a lot of cities. So we're going to need the extra health, and we're going to have a big military, so we're going to need the extra energy to maintain our military. Continental Surveyor, because especially where we're doing an ocean war game, we need to know where the coasts are, because it's going to give us a good idea of where we can go with our units and where we can't go. For our cargo, I'm probably just going to pick a soldier, because military. Now, because I did say I would do something different, I'm going to do, it's not in the advanced worlds, so we're going to go into advanced setup. We're going to do archipelago, or however you say that. A lot of ocean, a lot of little islands. Good for ocean warfare. We're not going to change much else in here, so let's start our game immediately. First part of our game is going to be expanding, getting our main bases set up, getting ready for the war to come. Normally, I use ultrasonic fences in my games to keep out aliens. I'm actually going to try to rely on my units more, even though that pisses off the aliens and it will make them hate us. It'll give us a couple levels. Maybe I'll change my mind on that in the next week or so. The biggest thing is going to be getting our military up and running and deciding who to go to war with first, what's the best order to go in, and also setting up cities that give us, because we're on coast, we need to make sure we have access to all the bodies of water, so we need to make sure our cities are on all different coastlines. But other than that, we'll see how it goes. Most of our stuff is going to be fairly normal. We are going to talk about city specialization in this game mode, as well as some of the other ones. ICS and One City Challenge, there's really no specialization of cities, because the way the game happens to run. So, looking at this, since we're going for war, I'm going to put them on this hill. That'll give us a nice little defensive boost, a nice production boost, and there's a couple of resources around. As you can see on the mini-map, there are freaking islands everywhere. So, planetary survey is something we're going to need pretty quickly. But for now, let's focus on what we got. For our production, we will put up an old Earth relic. There's not much to explore right now. We're going to need to get planetary survey pretty quickly. That's actually going to be, I think, the research I go for first. Normally I'd go for physics for a ranger, but since there's almost no chance of having an alien around us, we're going to go for planetary survey so we can get our explorers off this island as quickly as possible. Our soldiers just going to kind of stay in our city for defense. And our explorer's going to head up to where this resource pod is. And that's all for this video. As I said, we're only doing first turns for this week, so leave comments, constructive tips, things you want to see, ideas for this game, what affinity I should go for maybe would be a good one. Big thing though, subscribe to my channel to keep up on content and like these videos. And I say that just because the video I get the most likes on will determine the video that I do first. If my ICS gets the most, I'll do ICS first. If my One City Challenge gets the most, One City Challenge first. If this gets the most, we'll do this first. I still have 2 more videos to do. We're going to be covering a normal Civ game with advanced tactics, as well as something to go with the Promised Land victory. So, with that in mind, I will see you in my next video.